Hello, in this episode of ToThePointCode, we'll be looking at how to host a website for free using GitHub pages. Our focus will be on a website both with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So to demonstrate this, I'll use this simple website that I created. I have an index.html file and also a CSS directory which has index.css in it. Remember, you have to name your HTML file index.html. Now let's open this in a browser to see how it looks. So as you can see, it's a simple web page with a nav bar and also a carousel. This is what we'll be using. Now for the hosting, we will demonstrate in two ways. First of all, we'll look at how to do it easily using the GitHub interface. After that, we will repeat the process using Git from the command line. So to start, let's go to github.com. Remember, if you don't have a GitHub account, you need to create one and log in. Now on the GitHub page, we create a new repository. Once on the new repository page, we give our repository a name. In this case, I'll call it Cherry Hills. Now we can give it an optional description. Now we can choose to make it either public or private. Now once it has been created, we click on uploading an existing file. Here we can drag our files here to upload them. Once the upload has completed, we have to commit the changes that we have made. So we give it a commit message. Once we've added the message, we can commit. Once the files have been committed successfully, we head to settings. Now on the settings page, we scroll down till we see GitHub pages. Once we are there, we choose a branch. In this case, the branch that was created for us is main, so we choose that. Once we are done, we click on save. Once we click on save, it will take us back to the top, so we scroll down to the GitHub pages again. Now we can see that your site is ready to be published at this link that is provided. So this link contains your username.github.io/ the name of the repository, which is Cherry Hills. Now we have to keep on refreshing the page until this part says that the page has been published. This can take up to 10 minutes to complete. Now on refreshing, we see that your site is published at the given link. If you have a custom domain name that you have purchased, you can add it at the custom domain section so that you can have a nicer looking link leading to your web page. So now clicking on the link, we see that the page has opened and our website is live, and the carousel works as well. So from the address bar, we see that this is the link that GitHub provided. So meaning our website is live and it can be accessed from any device at all. Now let's see how we can do this from the command line. Now at this point, to be able to use Git from the command line, you need to ensure that you have Git installed. If you have not installed Git already or you have no idea about Git, I would suggest that you watch this video in which we learned how to set up Git and GitHub. I'll link it up here and also in the description below. To start with, let's get rid of the repository that we created. So on the settings page, we'll scroll down to the danger zone and delete the repository. Once the repository has been deleted, we'll go ahead to create another remote repository. Once again, let's call it Cherry Hills. Now once we have this, we copy the link and head to the command line. Now on the command line, we head to the directory of our website. Once in the directory, if it is not a Git repository already, we initialize it into a Git repository using git init. Now once we have initialized it into a Git repository, we go ahead to stage and commit the changes. So we will commit with a message. Now let's connect this local repository to the remote repository that we created. Now once we have added the remote link successfully, we have two ways to proceed. First of all, we can push the master branch to the GitHub repository and go and select that to be used for the GitHub page. Alternatively, we can create another branch and call it GH pages. Once we do that, we can push the GH pages branch to GitHub and automatically GitHub will deploy our page online. So we will proceed using the second approach. So we create another branch and call it GH pages. Now we push this branch to our remote repository. If you don't understand any of the commands that I'm using, don't forget to watch the Git and GitHub basics video that I have linked in the description below. Now we see that it says a new branch has been created. So now let's go back to our GitHub page. Now on refreshing the page, we see that our files have been pushed to the remote repository. Now let's go to the settings. Now scrolling down on the settings page, at the GitHub pages section, we see that your site is published at the link provided. And right away, we can see that this is faster because there was no delay in publishing the site. So clicking on the link, we see that our website is live on the address provided and the carousel works as well. So that's how you host a website using GitHub pages. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.